Hi everyone, it's Marissa Sweet here. I wanted to show you some of the favorite blues that I use a lot for my winter solstice landscape. This painting is now finished and I'm so excited about it. But I think as a instructor, my students always want to find out why I love these colors that I use for my scenes. So I thought I'd share it with you, a little bit of my top three favorite blues. Okay, let's go to my palette and let's get started. So here's my palette here. What I have here at the top, I have Ultramarine Blue. Down below, I have Phthalo Blue in the red shade. And I have Cobalt Blue. And it's Cobalt Blue and the hue. So it's not the pure cobalt, it's a hue. So I'd like to show you the first one here. If I mix this ultramarine blue has a little bit of red to it. So it's a very purpley kind of blue. If I add a little white, I get a really nice blend of almost a lilac style, lilac blue. And I love this because you can see this color on a beautiful winter sky. If we add a little bit of white to that and just up the saturation level a little bit more, you get a beautiful light and powdery baby blue. So I really like to use this on top of my branches. As you can see, the branches there, and you can see a little bit of this in the snow, on top of the snow and on top of some of the trees. Gives it a beautiful bluish, yet with a touch of purple to it. So it's just really a really beautiful classic blue, ultramarine blue. The second favorite blue I like is Phthalo Blue red shade. So there are two shades of Phthalo Blue. There's a red shade and a green shade. Now the red shade is more, the tinting is more cooler, and it is also a beautiful color to make greens. But let's stick with our blues right now. Let's add a little white to that, and you get this very rich blue. You can see that it's very rich. It's very royal. And this is really lovely to add to shadows in a very cool forest. Really nice for a rich blue sky. And it's just a lovely color. Now, this is also a very transparent color, but the staining quality is very rich. So let's add a little white to that. And you get this change in tone and value, and you get that blue. So very beautiful transition. So you can see this in my painting here. You can see this in the sky somewhere in there, and you can see this in the reflection down here. If you lighten it some more, it'll give you a lighter color. Just a lighter value, which I have used as well around, in and around here. So let's look at Cobalt Blue. Cobalt Blue for me is just a beautiful blue, especially in the winter when it's very cold. you get this type of blue, which is a different variation compared to the top ultramarine blue. This is more of a nice pure blue. And I just love how it is just sparkling there. Cobalt is color I use for a lot of my winter scenes and a lot of some of my spring skies, because it's really a very cool blue. So I've used this as well with a little bit of gray and some of my shadows down there, and a little bit in here in the sky with a little bit of the gray. So I'm running out of white, so I may have to put a little bit more white. This is titanium white. It is a very opaque white, so you get coverage coverage right away. So let's lighten this up a little bit more. Maybe a little tad more. Let's bring up the value, and you get just that nice little color transition from this to more white here. And again, this is a beautiful blue color that I've used a lot. So different than ultramarine and phthalo blue. Every blue has their own properties, and this is just such a beautiful blue. It's got a little hint of purple to it as well, and I've used this a lot throughout my landscape. So there you have it. Those are my top 3 favorite blues that I used. Three favorite blues that I used in my winter solstice painting, and hope you liked what I shared this time, and I'll see you again in the next video. Sweet out. Bye for now.